What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. Now before I get into the actual build video, this is going to be my little intro for you guys. Now, are you looking for 20k base damage? Check. Do you need 500k armor? Check. Do you want 100k health? Check. Well, you've come to the right spot. I am Kamikazevondoom. If you guys enjoy this video in any way, shape, or form, make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments for me at all, let me know in the comment section below. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. I am Kamikazevondoom. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you get notified each and every time I bring you another Division 2 video. But alright, shout out to the DoD. Now what I'm about to show you is going to be some gameplay. I'm going to start off with a little ODZ. I had a few 3v1s that I want to show you guys. A lot of people were asking about some ODZ content, so I got it for you. I've got some conflict PvP for you as well. And then after all that, I'll give you guys the build video. So, buckle up, sit back, bring out your popcorn, and enjoy. Kamikazevondoom, and I'm out.
Loading done. Ready to leave.
Hilo is headed back. Hilo is returning to base. Vital signs critical. Serious trauma detected.
Nobody's pulling out. The fight goes on. Half.
Now detecting contaminated gear. An agent needs assistance.
Alright, you guys, welcome back. Kamikazevondoom here. I hope that wasn't too much gameplay for you guys. But alright, let's go ahead and get into the build. This is my current meta. This is what I would call the meta of the game, because whether you like it or not, everybody and their mom is running a bloodsucker build with at least 500k armor. I don't care if you're using it for a shotgun, a rifle, AR, submachine gun, it doesn't matter. Everyone's running this because they know that the armor that you get with it and the sustainability is just unmatchable, especially right now with the current state of PvP. There are quite a builds that can, compete, but this is pretty much the big dog in the play area. So I'll break it down for you guys. This is a demolition build with Bloodsucker. I'm using the Railsplitter, and what my checklist was before I showed you guys the build, I wanted at least 20k base damage, I wanted at least 500k armor, and at least 100k health. And I achieved that. And it is a lot of fun. I've gotten plenty of messages where people are like, man, I used to be able to face tank you, but now I can't. Man, what's up with this tankiness? Blah, blah, blah. I'm still hitting just as hard as some of those DPS builds. This is a lot of fun. There might be one or two little changes I would probably make, but besides that, this thing is flawless. So let's go ahead and get into it. Starting off with the specialization. The current state of the DZ is everyone and their mom wants a demolitionist on their team, because as soon as those DZ drops come in, you get it and it's basically an automatic kill. It's very frustrating. There's been numerous times where I'm streaming in the ODZ or the normalized DZ and we're rogue or we're manhunt, and someone just comes up, sneaks us from behind with a demolitionist shot. It's actually happened more times than I'd like to admit. Now for conflict, yes, demolitionist is top tier, because as soon as you get the specialization drops in conflict, having a demo, again, it's basically a one-hit kill. Now this one is at 949.5k, so it might not one-shot everybody, but it should. Now, another reason why I'm using this is I am also using the laser pointer attachment that gives me a little bit more crit chance. I am not in any way spec'd into crit. This is not a crit build. This is a raw weapon damage build where I'm utilizing these talents at their most potential. And with the 500k armor and the 100k health, it's pretty much a no-brainer. But alright, let's get into the weapons. So, like I said before, I am using the Railsplitter. I paired that with the Merciless, and it's pretty much a done deal. So, looking at the Railsplitter, I'll go ahead and turn on the base damage for you. So, my Railsplitter base damage is only at 11,471. This one was at the Thieves' Den a few weeks ago, and it is in no way, shape, or form max. This is not a maxed out weapon. So that 20.4k base damage that I do have can most definitely get higher with this exact same build. So I am on the lookout for a higher Railsplitter. Now what makes this Railsplitter so unique is it comes with that perfectly measured talent. The top half of your magazine has a 20% rate of fire increase, but a minus 10% weapon damage. And then the bottom half, you have a decrease rate of fire at 15%, and then you get 30% total weapon damage. And I am telling you right now, when you hear the RPMs lower, you might as well be shooting out of a golden gun, because they drop really quick. Now I'm using this with Allegro and Recharged. I have that Allegro on there for that increased RPM. I got it up to 990. Now the talents are the mods I am using. The small RDS scope, I use that for the stability. Small laser pointer, again for the crit chance. And then the large suppressor for the accuracy. So my scope does -5 accuracy, and then my muzzle does plus 10 accuracy, so they cancel out, and then I also get that plus 15 stability. This thing fires like a laser beam. I have the crit chance on here because there are only 2 options for this weapon, so of course I have to use the crit chance. For the magazine, I chose the sturdy extended mag to bump my magazine size up to that 50. Alright, so for the secondary, I'm using the Merciless. Base damage, I got up to 36.3k. I'm not going to talk about the actual base damage of it because everybody's is the same. Now, what's really cool about this is the holstered talent Brutality. While holstered, landing a shot has a 5% chance to deal 100% damage as explosive damage. Now, that explosive damage procs your spark. Now just remember that whenever I talk about the backpack. And then for my sidearm, like always, I'm using old Bessie here. Double barrel sawed off. Has 237k base, but whenever it dropped at 188,105. This thing has premeditated, Allegro, and recharged on it as well. Obviously, I would like that recharge to be something different because I'm already using recharged, but it's neither here nor there. Alright, so before I get into the gear items, let's do like a quick little overview. This is a 10-13-0 build. 10 into red, 13 into blue, 0 into yellow. My primary base damage on my Railsplitter is 20.4k with 500k armor, 100.7k health. I am using 2 True Patriot, 3 Gilligard, and 1 Alps Summit. So yeah, let's start off with the mask. This is a True Patriot mask. I am running 2 True Patriots, so I do get that gear set bonus of 10% armor. What I have for attributes, 2 blues, 10.5 health percentage, and 20,189 base health. It also comes with a red mod slot, so I threw on there weapon damage and AR damage. Going to the backpack, this is the Gilligard backpack. I do have 3 Gilligard, so I have all 3 brand set bonuses. 5% total armor, 20% hazard protection, and I also have that 15% pulse skill power. I'm not really using the pulse at all, but it's nice to know I have that. Now for the attributes, it comes with 2 blues and a red. I have total armor at 8%, weapon damage at 4.5, and base armor at 30,258. This backpack comes with hardened and spark. Now the spark is what I get procced from the Merciless, so damaging enemies with skills or explosives grants you 15% weapon damage for 15 seconds. That requires 9 or more reds, and I have that with the 10 I have on this build. Now I also have hardened on there, giving me more armor. Now this backpack comes with a red and blue mod slot, so I threw on there weapon damage, damage to health, and AR damage, and then armor, explosive resistance, and total armor. Going down to the gloves, these are what I call God rolled gloves. They are climbing Alps Summit gloves with 13% AR damage and devastating, giving me 5% weapon damage. Now what makes these gloves even better is they have a red mod slot, so I have more weapon damage and AR damage. So just off of this one item, I have 23% AR damage. Now it being Alps Summit, I do have that brand set bonus number 1, giving me 20% skill haste. Going to the chest piece, this is a armadillo vest, Gilligard. It has 2 blues and a red. I have total armor at 22%, armor at 20,506, and weapon damage of 5%. It comes with Bloodsucker. So this talent, when I deplete an enemy's armor, it gives me a stack of 25% bonus armor for 10 seconds. I can stack this up to 6 times. so up to 150% bonus armor on top of the armor I have. So, you doing that simple math, that's over 1,000,000 armor. That's pretty crazy. Now it requires 11 or more blues, and that's why I'm spec'd all the way up to 13. Now this armadillo vest has 2 blue mod slots and a red mod slot. So for the blue mods, I have armor, total armor, and then the other one, armor, explosive resistance, and total armor. For the red mod slot, I chose more weapon and AR damage. Down to the holster, True Patriot holster. Attributes, a blue and a red. I have health at 43,867 and crit hit damage of 7.5%. It comes with 2 red mod slots, so I have weapon damage, AR damage on both of them. Going to the knee pads, these are Gilligard knee pads. On the attribute, I rolled 19,265 armor. It comes with the talent Surge, giving me another 20% skill haste, and it has 2 blue mod slots. So I have armor, total armor on both of them. And that is the build, you guys. This is the current meta. You can face tank anything, whether it be skill builds, rifle builds, shotgun builds, other bloodsucker builds. It doesn't matter. The Railsplitter with the Merciless and Spark with Bloodsucker, it's a no-brainer. Now for the skills, I use the Cluster Seeker Mines because not only does it make all of your opponents stagger when it explodes, but you can also get them to all stagger at once because you get more than one Seeker. And for the other skill, I use the Booster Hive because I love having that speed, weapon handling, and skill haste. Speaking of skill haste, I have a refill speed of 8 seconds on this hive, and the buff duration is 20 seconds. So I'm roughly getting 2 back every time I'm using 1. So yeah. Those are the skills. The grenade I'm using, Concussion Grenade, because it does the most damage. Let's finish up with the stat sheet. Now this weapon stat sheet is for the Railsplitter. 20,418 weapon damage drops down to 14,037 in PvP. I have 7 crit chance, 33 crit damage, and 55 headshot damage. On the offensive tab, I have an all weapon damage bonus of 24% and AR damage bonus of 54%. Combine those two numbers and I have 78% damage bonus. Scroll down to health damage, I have 30% health damage. So whenever I go up against those clutch players, those berserk players with high health, I have all the damage I already have plus this 30% health damage on top. Now to go with the Merciless and the Spark, I do have 25% more explosive damage. Now going to the defensive tab, I have 500,032 armor. For health, I have 100,678 health. And then down to the explosive resistance, I'm at 7.26% and 20% hazard. And that is it, you guys. That is the current meta. The only thing I would change on it at all would probably be the knee pads. I'd probably run insulated on there just for a little bit more hazard. But like you saw in the gameplay, the hives and the seekers just really don't hurt me. It would have to be a whole team of skill builds to get through all my armor. And while I'm face tanking you with Bloodsucker and Spark, it's a hard day. But alright, you guys. Kamikazevondoom. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.